Howdy friends, a little drop D improvisation here. Got a little playing through my old Princeton reverb. I got the tremolo on a little bit, some reverb, and the volume's at 3. The treble and bass are right around 4. Treble's about a 3.5, approaching 4, and the bass is on about 4. Floyd Telly, the new one, trying to break this sucker in. Back pickup, I'm using the back pickup on that. Volume and tone all the way up, as I always do. I think these are Fralin pickups, some sort of vintage style Fralin pickups that Floyd has in here. I'll find out more of the details for this thing, and I'm not very tech savvy when it comes to that stuff, but I'm digging this guitar. It does sound good, I think. It just needs to be broken in a little bit and played in. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what you can do with some drop D stuff on this little mini lesson here, and just how fun that can be. And not to say it's easy, but there are some cool open string things you can do down here that are a lot of fun with the drop D. Kind of a swampy, bluesy, swampy kind of country vibe, outlaw country kind of vibe. So I just say no to the bro as far as bro country, but we do love us some outlaw country, and so I dig the drop D sound. So anyway, I'll get into that here in a minute. I got to tell you guys, man, I know it's been a minute, and I always say this every time because life takes over and stuff, but I do want to keep this YouTube channel growing. Thanks for your support and comments on there and everything. This past couple weeks have been crazy. The whole thing with Billy Gibbons turned into another just adventure. I ended up hanging with him a bunch more, did another gig with him the following weekend, and getting to meet Jimmy Vaughn and hang out with him, all day on Sunday when we did the thing with Billy out at the Opry. Just an amazing human being. Both those guys, just absolutely incredible. But man, what a bonus getting to meet Jimmy Vaughn and hang out with him. And those guys were turning me on to new music and new records. And Jimmy Vaughn's got an amazing organ trio that he plays with down in Austin. Really cool stuff. That guy, he's known for his minimalistic style on the blues guitar, but he can play a lot of stuff, man. He was playing some beautiful chord melody stuff backstage. Me and him were kind of standing next to each other, and he was playing this beautiful stuff. He knows a lot more on the guitar than he leads on. But anyway, the thing with Billy just kind of kept going. I went out to sit in with him on 3 songs out at this gig that he did this past Saturday. And today is Tuesday, by the way. And so starting to come back up after the dust settles, come up for air. But so I go out there to sit in on 3 songs on the guitar at the end of the show. Well, something happened with the organ. The SIR didn't bring the pedals out or something, and the right bass pedals. And he goes, "Hey man, well, you think you might want to play some bass with us tonight?" I go, "Bass? Are you serious?" And so I ended up playing bass with the band all night long, and then played my 3 or 4 songs on the guitar at the end. But man, what a trip. Just an amazing dude, cool as they come, and just the whole crew. Matt Sorum on drums, who was just a really cool dude too. Played with the Cult, Guns N' Roses, and Velvet Revolver, as well as a bunch of other rock bands and stuff. Works with Billy Gibbons and stuff like that. But just really cool, man, and just a super killer way to get in. I know we're well into 2020, but what a great way to start the year off, man, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe we'll call this the fiscal year now that things are opening back up. But thanks a bunch for letting me tell you that story. And then we ended up having a great dinner on Sunday and just got to know him better. And man, just what a jewel. Got him telling some stories. Well, we didn't need to get him. He told stories for like 3.5 hours that night, which was just really, really incredible. And so great to get to know him, and just more stories to come on that. And so anyway, thanks for that. And so let's get into some of this drop D stuff here just for fun. I hope that's not too much tremolo for you. But so we're going to basically focus on, we're going to tune the E string down to D, an octave, right? So we tune that down a whole step. So we've got an open D on the E string. And so we're going to focus for this sound. We're going to focus on the 3rd fret. Open D, open A, open low D. So our blues scale basically is going to be here. Or the minor pentatonic, basically. Right, so we're dealing with that. And we got a lot of cool stuff we can do with these being open. We can play all these strings. So our G now, we're going to have to play the G on the 5th fret. It's not that hard though, because we're just basically using one finger here. I'm a little out of tune, but that's all right. No extra charge for mistakes. Then we got that cool F leading down. Nice little bend there. So all this stuff, D, C, our flat 7, 4/6. That means G with a B in the bass. So that'd be. Right, so we got all this cool stuff. You can come up with these lines. This G, but I'm playing the D shape down here. F, that pinky down a half step to make like an F major 7. Kind of sounds cool. So underneath these chords, when you're playing any chords anytime, doesn't have to be drop D, anytime, the upper extensions are where your harmonies, your melodies are going to come from. So that's what's moving there, right? So, right? That 5 minor really works well. So D to the A minor, up to G, the A shape here, take these 2 notes, there's our D7, bend that a little bit, the G against the B string, that's all out of this A shape. There's our G. Just mapping out these chords, mapping out the chords, mapping out the triads, mapping out every little part of these chords, right? So that's everything I'm doing is out of the chord. That great bend, I love that bend in G. That's just right out of a G7, right? So this little bend here, pretty cool. Let's see. That's a D, bending the G string a half step, C shape, or C chord, actually E shape, A minor, bending that a whole step, pulling down, G with the third to a 4. That's that outlaw sound, that like really kind of swampy kind of sound, right? And the reason I say it's I don't want to say easy, but the reason I say that it's so much fun, let's put it that way, is because you can kind of hold down this D with 2 fingers and still get this really fat sound, and I'm just using 1 finger basically. So then you can get a little bit more experimental once you get that kind of the minor pentatonic kind of vibe down. Once you get that down, then you can kind of start incorporating, like, you know, A little more harmonically diverse, right? I'm adding in like the C with kind of that sus, that kind of sus sound. Right, so there's a little drop D stuff. More to come on that, and more to come with everything here. I'm just going to keep this stuff going. Thanks a bunch for watching. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the comments. Check out Instagram. Check out Facebook. There's a bunch of cool videos and photos and stuff up there from the past week and a half with Billy and those guys. Also, don't forget to check the links below. I got to say that, private lessons, Zoom and Skype with the full hour video, teaching all the concepts like this that changed my life as a kid, how to map out the fingerboard, the true spirit of music, learning to play with these visual fundamentals and using your ear to make music, right? And so taught by a professional, not a professor. That's what I like to say. Again, check the links below. Of course, we've got a train coming here in beautiful, sunny East Nashville, Tennessee. But yeah, check the links below. The tip jug if you want to support the cause, and then all the other stuff, the lessons and artist works, of course, and all that. So thanks a bunch, friends. Look forward to seeing you guys soon, and I'll see you in a couple days. All right, man. Bye.